Hey guys, Asher coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Happy to have you here. I'm grateful to have you here. Talking a little bit of Raid today. A lot to talk about in today's video. I want to start with kind of apropos of nothing. I made a promise to show you guys or share with you guys every promo code as they become available for all players. We had one this morning I saw go live on a bunch of YouTube channels. However, it's not working for me. So I didn't want to just upload a dedicated video to the promo code that didn't work for me. So it says like processing. But anyway, if you want to give it a try on your account, it might work. I don't know. But it's DRX or Dr. X Raid. DRX. And what happens is it says processing and then I don't get anything. But I did see that on a bunch of YouTube channels, as I mentioned, so maybe give it a shot if you want to. Disclaimer, again, not working for me. Just stuck in the processing limbo. But anyway, the second thing I want to talk about, guys, is, as always, selfishly, I want to ask you for some good TV, movie, documentary, or book recommendations. I just finished watching last night Don't Pick Up the Phone on Netflix. It was pretty crazy, pretty demented. I don't know. You might want to watch it if you like kind of true crime. It's about a hoax that just gets way out of control. It just gets crazy, really. And then I just finished reading, or listening, I should say, to, you guys ever heard of The Great Courses? Little nerdy, but I love this stuff. I just finished Consciousness and Its Implications by Daniel Robinson. It's like a lecture. Really love consciousness and time. Like, those are my jam when it comes to philosophical or existential, conversation, topics or whatever out there. So give it a shot if you guys are into that kind of stuff, or give me your recommendations in the comments below. All right, so what are we going to talk about today? Well, I realize it's not lost on me that this is probably my second or third video that I have made about kind of the overall state of Raid Shadow Legends in the last month, okay? But I feel like it's important to talk about these things and update you guys on, what I'm trying to do behind the scenes. Basically, I brought this tweet and a lot of concerns like it to the community managers, and I asked them, thoughts on this stuff. Have not responded yet, but I wanted to kind of keep you guys up to date on the conversations that are happening again behind the scenes as well, and give my thoughts on them. I also want to touch on my free-to-play account, which I'm on right now, how I am navigating the last two dungeons that were released, especially Sand Devil's Necropolis, free to play. I already showed you my main account, but I feel like 99% of you guys probably don't care about stage 24 and 25 on Sand Devils. You care about, like, how should I even be, dealing or handling this dungeon at all, and that's what I want to share with you guys in today's video towards the end. So Brian Lant says, at CWA, and you guys can always at CWA and vent to me on Twitter if you guys are on there. He says, please talk me off the cliff. I have faithfully watched your videos, your YouTube videos, thank you, by the way, and have been playing Raid for almost 2 years. My complaint is that Plarium continues to increase cost in-game while no quality of life improvements to balance the gameplay with increased cost. Thoughts? All right, so what did we get for quality of life recently? Well, we got the auto climber on, the auto ladder climber or whatever it's called on Doom Tower. By the way, if that's not working for you guys, update your game in the App Store or whatever, and it should work. That's what worked for me. That will not work, coincidentally, with the promo code. I tried that as well. But anyway, guys, so he's talking about quality of life. We got the ladder. That helps a little bit with time. Not tremendously, but it's nice to have. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like the auto climber or whatever. But other than that, we just got one new thing after another that's going to eat up our time. I mean, imagine how much time it would take to do your clan boss keys, to do your Hydra clan boss, to do your Sand Devils Necropolis runs, to ascend your artifacts for your quests, to do your daily quests, to do your advanced quests, to do some dungeon farming here and there, to do your regular clan boss. Did I say that yet? To farm Doom Tower bosses. Did I mention that yet? I'm losing track. Iron Twins, to get all your Iron Twins done every single day. Faction Wars, to do your arena battles, to do your tag team arena battles. There's so much. And in a weird way, like, I feel like, don't get too mad at me for being positive, but in a weird way, like, it's cool that the game has that much freaking crap to do, right? Like, that's a lot in a game. So that's pretty cool. But when they release these new cool features, new dungeons, whatever they may be, whatever you're into, right? They ought to also help us up with some sort of, like, not a catch-up mechanic, but something that serves that purpose to help us out with the time. But really, the time right now, from what I hear from you guys, right, and you can let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below, but the time is not really the biggest issue right now. Nor is it silver, even though both time and silver shortages are a real thing right now. They have not given, what have they done? They've taken away our daily login rewards, right? They've taken away the shards, the sacred shards, and everything really good. However, what have they replaced it with? Nothing. I mean, some champion fragments, whatever. But they've taken, it feels like they've increased the costs of the guaranteed champions, right? We talked about this. Alil was 110 void shards. I mean, the guy is pretty cool, Alil, but he's not that cool. Where even am I? Here we go. He's pretty cool, but he's not that cool, right? And then they gave us an Elva for 30 sacred shards. Now, again, you can say what you want about these champions. Pretty cool. Like, both of them are really good champions. However, or pretty good champions. However, these are big, high prices compared to anything they've ever done in the past, right? We talked about this in the last video. I'm not going to belabor the point. So essentially, there's some inflation going on in Raid Shadow Legends, right? There's some real inflation, but they're not giving us anything on the back end to make it a little bit easier to digest all of this crap, right? But the biggest issue in the game right now, and I think what Brian was getting at on Twitter, was the energy issue, right? So I want to share, again, my advice with you guys. Again, I brought this all to the attention of Plarium. I hope they're going to add a way to just maybe make us generate more energy, or maybe just give us more energy on a daily basis. You know how they have those appreciation packs that they give us every day to help with forge, rank up materials and stuff like that? What if they just gave us a little bit of energy? Or what if they upped the daily playtime energy rewards to help compensate with everything they've added to the game? So again, what if they made this 3 energies at 60 minutes? Or what if they just, again, it doesn't have to be massively, insanely crazy what they give us, but there needs to be some sort of compensation, because players, I hate to say it, because honestly, I love the game, man. I love the game, and I love you guys, and I love chatting with you guys every day, and it really does make me sad, and it kind of pains me to see especially free-to-play players just having to leave the game because they feel like they have no choice, you know? And that is the community, you know? The majority of players don't spend money in Raid Shadow Legends, right? So we want the player base to be satisfied. That way the whales will continue to spend, right? Because if there's no players, nobody spends, and the game is not going to be a success anymore. I still think that Raid is... Wait, Dragon Hunter, I want to thank you for all the, well, you're welcome, Dragon. I'm not going to read it on the video, but thank you. But again, guys, I really, it pains me to see so many of you guys bummed out, because I think this is the best gacha game out there, right? Personally, I don't think it's close, you know? I played a bunch of them, and to me, Raid is still king by a mile. And the reason I don't upload any other gacha games here on the channel is frankly because, yeah, you can try these games out. Go for it. I think it's awesome to try out as many games as you want to go. Like, I'm not going to be the arbiter of what games you can't play and not play, excuse me. But with me, it's like, would I encourage you to play another pay-to-win game if it's not as good as Raid anyway? Nah, you know, granted, I have done like ads and stuff on the channel and stuff, but uploading like full videos and stuff, for me, it's just like, dude, I don't want to, like, I've already sunk enough of my time and money investment into one game that I think is still the best for all its issues out there. Anyway, side tangent off. So what am I doing here? I'm doing Sand Devils Necropolis on my free-to-play, dude. I'm not worrying about stage 24, stage 25. I'm not even worrying about stage 12, dude. I am farming stage 3. You know why? Because I'm trying to optimize and be smart and efficient with my energy, right? So I'm going for stage 3. I can get 5 to 6 of these lesser oils or whatever, right? For 8 energy. It's not a great bargain. Let me be real. They shouldn't even have energy. It should be like a key system or something like that, right? But we have what we have. So I would stress you guys, this is the team I've been using, right? Nice and easy team. If you didn't have Kaimar on this team, you could just run Muckstalker, right? Because he's only there for the sleep, essentially. But I just have Syl there to revive whoever. I have Separatist Sentinel. Crimson Helm is another option there. Armiger, I think, is a stud. Same thing with Cold Heart. And this is like a 2-minute team. But what I do is I have this so that I can ascend an artifact here and there, you know, again, complete my quests and go to the best artifacts I have on my account and just get them ascended to 1-star ascension. That's all I'm really doing, man. I'm not stressing it. I'm not trying to, I see a lot of you guys getting discouraged because this is the most difficult content in Raid Shadow Legends. This boss is the most difficult boss. But really, all you need is a sleep champion and some enemy max HP champions, like, again, Coltart, like Armiger, and a little bit of survivability, like Still of the Drakes. And you're going to be fine, really. So the biggest thing I want you guys to take away, especially if you're a newer player or you're kind of in the same position as I am on my free-to-play account here, is use your energy, focus on getting good artifacts, right? Because Ascension is really min-maxing in Raid Shadow Legends, meaning that Ascending is not going to give you that big of a stat boost. Sure, if you get lucky, get some speed, get some crit rate on your boots or gauntlets respectively, I mean, it could work out for you and it'd be nice. But it's really a nice to have. And for me, I'm not stressing about blessings. I'm not stressing about Iron Twins. I'm certainly not prioritizing my energy usage in these dungeons on my free-to-play account. If you're already endgame and you already have great gear all over your account, sure, then you can focus on stage 24, 25. That's what I'm doing on my main account. But for the majority of you guys, for 99% of you guys out there, I can't stress it enough. Use your energy in dungeons, in other dungeons, like, the old school dungeons, Ice Golem, Fire Knight, and Dragon. Get good artifacts for your energy. And then down the road, I mean, Sand Devil's Necropolis is not going anywhere. Farm early stages. Don't stress it. It's a difficult dungeon. Eventually, you'll get there. But make sure you're not wasting all your energy on these two new dungeons when at the end of the day, you could get much more progress, save you much more time in the long run just by farming better artifacts, So I really want you guys to take that away from the video, because I see a lot of people, again, stressing out, I don't have this champion, I don't have that champion, I can't speed tune the unkillable team for stage 25, whatever. Don't even stress it, guys. Don't even stress it. Farm stage 3, like me. So guys, there we have it. I want to hear from you guys. How is your clan right now compared to how things were a year or 2 or 3 years ago, or a month or 2 or 3 months ago? Give me, because I'm not that tapped into the community, to be honest with you guys, other than the YouTube comments. But I want to hear, like, not just you, but what is your clan thinking about right now? How is your clan reacting to the new content? Are they overall pretty satisfied? Are they leaving the game? Hopefully not. Are they thinking about leaving the game? And what do you think would be some good solutions that Plarium might go for, so I can pass them on to Plarium as well, in terms of how to compensate us a little bit more for this inflation in terms of energy? Guys, thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care, guys.